Welcome to the Bahia Principe webinar, which will be led by Carlos Perez Villa, Bahia Principe's Business Development Manager for the USA. As you'll see, he's an energetic and motivated travel professional, and he has more than 20 years in the industry and over 10 years educating and guiding businesses to develop business and promote growth. During today's presentation, you will get to know this adults-only all-inclusive resort, which currently has properties in the Caribbean and Mexico, plus 5 properties in Samana, Dominican Republic, including a luxury property on the private island of Cayo Levantado. Today, Carlos will give you the 411 on the property's facilities, services, events, and activities. Stay with us to the end for a chance to win a 3-night stay. Now, here's some housekeeping. This presentation will last about 45 minutes, followed by a Q&A session. If you have any questions, please type your question in the question screen box during the presentation, and we'll try to include as many as we have time for during the Q&A. However, if we don't get to your question, don't worry. Bahia Principe will follow up with you via email to make sure your questions are all answered. At the end of the Q&A, we will announce the winner of the 3-night stay for 2 at Grand Bahia Principe Cayacao. Now, let's get started. Carlos, take it away.
Hi, thank you for that. Thank you for a wonderful introduction. And thank you all for being a part of this webinar. Here at Bahia Principe, we believe that to experience happiness is the ultimate luxury. Not just your experience and having it, but to leave feeling happier than when you got there. That is the experience that we're giving, which is pure happiness. Here, what you see is our flagship island, luxury Bahia Principe, Cayo Levantado, in the middle of the Bay of Samana, the Dominican Republic. We offer 4 brands across the United States and in Europe. The left brand here we call Sunlight Bahia Principe. That's our 4-star properties in Mallorca and Tenerife. Those are all inclusive as well. And the Grand Bahia Principe, Luxury Bahia Principe, and as of November 1st, Fantasia Bahia Principe are what we offer in the Caribbean. The difference between these 3 brands are the inclusions. All are all-inclusive, but the difference would be the amount of inclusions. Good example, Grand Bahia Principes, the one in blue, are getting a la carte restaurant reservations based on length of stay. A week gets them 3 a la carte restaurant reservations. Where on the Luxury Bahia Principe side, they have unlimited a la carte restaurant reservations, as well as Wi-Fi throughout the hotel, butler service, and room service. Wi-Fi for the Grands would be unlimited, but from within the lobby, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Luxury Bahia Principe throughout the entire time. Fantasia Bahia Principe is its own brand. It's actually located in Punta Cana and has exclusivity, has all of the Luxury Bahia Principe amenities as well as exclusivity. Our experiences have been developed to help you guys, the travel agents, better qualify your clients. We offer 3 different types. The first, and the ones that we'll be speaking of today, are our treasure experience. Our treasure experience, it's more the unique location that is the draw than the fact that it might be a all-inclusive, for example. Our escape experience is an escape, I guess, from the children. That's our adults-only offering. And then family and friends would be self-explanatory. That's where all are welcome. Family and friends on the right side, as you can see, we're pretty heavy on that end. Our escape experience are 3 of the 4 that we'll be going over today. Treasure experience are 3 of the 4 that we'll be going over today. And escapes are our adults only. 1 in Jamaica, 2 in Punta Cana, and 1 in La Romana, Dominican Republic. Fantasia currently is in Punta Cana, and as of November 1st, we'll also be in Tenerife. We're the experts in happiness because that's ultimately what we're trying to derive and what we're getting out. Your prize that you'll win at the end of this is actually, this is the setting of one. This is at the bottom of our elevator shaft looking into the Bay of Samana from Grand Bahia Principe, Cayacao. Here's where you'll be enjoying your free stay after this webinar. Thanks again for joining us. Our rooms are very spacious. Our cuisine is something we pay top attention to. Wouldn't call it food at all. I would say our cuisine's so good that you wouldn't even have to use the a la carte restaurant reservations because our buffet offers everything that you might want to be looking for. And they're thematic, so there's not a day that you should have the same as before and throughout, and there will be a section that will be for the local inspired cuisine. So depending where you're at, they'll have that section for that always too. We focus on your needs and we give you customized service. In most of our resort complex areas, we have a central area like a villa or a hacienda where everyone could come together at night once the entertainment in their individual lobbies dies down at around 10:30, 11. After 11 o'clock here at Bahia Principe Village, or if you're in Mexico, Hacienda Doña Isabel, is where everyone will come together for karaoke, the disco, the sports bar, live entertainment. As you can see here, the chairs are set out ready to see, look towards the stage. There must have been something they were setting up for there. As well as during the day, there's shopping where you can have artisan stuff and locals, the local artisan. Our entertainment is included. Our water sports that are non-motorized are also included. Scuba, it does have equipment, so there is a cost for that. In our golf resorts, we have actually 50% off of all of our greens fees, no matter what, if they're a Bahia Principe guest. There are other promotions that do run side by side with it every now and then, but the one thing that does stay constant is the fact that those 50% off greens fees would be there. Our Bahia Spa is available at all of our resorts and the resort complexes. And in Samana, where we'll be speaking mostly of today, in luxury Bahia Principe Samana, we've taken off with this wellness experience that we call We. It has 3 different packages that you can partake in. One is the We Care. We Care is more of a unplugging yourself of sorts. We Train is unplugging yourself while also getting more active. We Balance is a hybrid of both. We've also infused the wellness experience into the cuisine that is in Samana. And here's just a view of our beautiful castle in Fantasia in Punta Cana. And one of the dinners that can be set up should be requested. We offer 5 different packages for weddings, and we also offer a free wedding package, which is more than sufficient and really does do the job. Beautiful, simple setup, definitely memories to be made. Our honeymooners, we have an array of amenities and services that we can do for them as well. The honeymooners do have to have proof of their wedding certificate within the last 6 months prior to them arriving. Please think of us for all your MICE groups and incentive needs. We do have spaces in most of our resort complexes to be able to house what are some pretty solid sized meetings or incentive groups, or maybe even conferences or conventions. Here, let's give you guys a little visual of what is our properties out there in Samana. And we're back. Now that we're back from paradise and back to reality, let's join ourselves back on our golf courses. We do offer in Riviera Maya and in La Romana different array of golf courses for you. In La Romana, there are a 9-hole executive golf course for you, as well as an 18-hole professional golf course. In Riviera Golf Club and Riviera Maya Golf Club, we offer a 27-hole professional course designed by a PGA legend, whose name I always forget until I get off the webinar, and then I remember. And we also have golf in Punta Cana as well. And as it says, and I said earlier, there are 50% off all of the greens fees, and in some cases there are other promotions that go side by side. Our web app is available to be downloaded right now if need be, or if wanted. It won't be fully functional or have full capabilities until you've checked in at the resort, or until your guest is checked in at the resort, at which time they can book their treatments for the spa, they can book their specialty restaurants, or even any of the excursions or activities that are on, as well as get a full time show of the entertainment for that day or that week.
Carlos, hi, this is Gary. Can you please switch your screen so we can see the slides? We're not seeing the slides.
Are you still seeing the video?
No, we're seeing the basic screen setup. You know, the slide, the static slide. There you go. Thank you.
Static?
There you go. That's it.
I hit the wrong one. I apologize. Well, welcome back to reality. Here we are again. I apologize, guys. Before we go, here I said the Riviera Maya Golf Club. If you guys would like to take a snapshot of the information I was giving earlier, 27-hole course on the Riviera Maya Golf Club, and in La Romana, 9 executive hole course, as well as an 18-hole course, 27 total holes on each, and both at 50% off greens fees. Our web app, be able to book any of their restaurant reservations or even excursions or activities that we've got, and see a full array of the entertainment. Here's the locations of our 25 hotels throughout the world. The ones we're speaking of today are in the Dominican Republic, in Samana. The 4 that are available are Grand Bahia Principe El Portillo, Grand Bahia Principe Cayo, which is where you'll stay when you win your stay after having been a part of this webinar. We have Luxury Bahia Principe Samana and Luxury Bahia Principe Cayo Levantado. Cayo Levantado is the island in the middle of the bay that we are the only ones who inhabit, as well as our guests. Here you see the location of Samana. I'd say to fly into Santo Domingo and take a straight shot up, be around 2 hours to get there, approximately. Here's where each of those are located in the Dominican Republic. We have the 4 that are in Samana, 1 in Rio San Juan, 7 in Punta Cana, and 2 in La Romana. That is 14 total. Humpback whales we'll be speaking throughout, and National Park is where you'd go through to be able to see Salto del Limón waterfalls. Luxury Bahia Principe Cayo Levantado, an island in the middle of the bay, and all yours or your guests, whoever's with us. 268 rooms, all luxury amenities, butlered, Wi-Fi tip to tip. Here's where they'll experience their personalized service, their butler to run their bath for them if they would like to have that ready for when they come back from their excursions. And a catamaran is actually what takes them to and from the mainland. Being that they're here at Luxury Bahia Principe Cayo Levantado, they're able to access any of the others should they decide they wanted to. Here at Luxury Bahia Principe Samana, and over here at Cayo Levantado and Cayacoa, you should be able to see from November to about February they'll be able to see more than likely breaches of humpback whales. Humpback whales come here because right outside of this very deep waters, very fast and fast moving current, here it's a lot more calm. They come and they teach their calves to swim, hunt, and where they spawn, where they have their babies. So potentially hundreds of breaches a day can be seen. And I've heard stories of each time that this person has gone here, eating off their balcony and having their breakfast, they were able to see that. Having seen orcas, I can't imagine what a humpback looks like. Here at Luxury Bahia Principe Samana, we offer a very boutique hotel of 149 rooms, very personalized service as well, great for couples to be able to escape everything and just get into what is themselves and really enjoy what we have to offer here. The wellness experience has been coined and been piloted here at Luxury Bahia Principe Samana, and it was what I mentioned earlier with the We Care, We Train, and We Balance. Here with We Care, you can see how it gives more information on how we're going to help you unplug. Where We Train, there's a little bit more personal training and activity in there that can get also some nutritional advices and things, and We Balance is both. It's going to have, in the buffets, there's a side that has the We Experience cuisine to help you keep on what is, if you have a goal. This is a product we offer. Should you decide you wanted to partake in it, the ambassador would interview you to see what your ultimate goals are. And that being whatever you guys come to, he will help, or they will help get you to what you're trying to do. And hopefully it's something you can incorporate in the rest of what is your healthy lifestyle and mentality. Here they've got a hybrid of Tai Chi, yoga, and Pilates, kind of all mixed into one, and it has been taught by our ambassador, brought up by our ambassador, and given some pretty nice testimonials of those who have incorporated it into their lives. Here at the beautiful Grand Bahia Principe Kayakoa, we're built right into the cliffside, as you see, and this is where your trip would be. At the beginning of this presentation, there was a picture of 2 day beds facing what is beautiful colored water, this same colored water here. If you look just to the right of what is that elevator shaft from the main hotel down to the beach, right to the right of that is those 2 day beds, so that you can get an idea of where it is and how beautiful. On the left-hand side of this picture is a 360-degree view restaurant. Our a la carte restaurant reservations made for that will have that 360-degree view. And to the right of the main building is one of our wedding gazebos. Here is a view from back of that wedding gazebo, as well as from that restaurant out into the Bay of Samana, and from the pool out as well. Grand Bahia Principe El Portillo. All 3 of the ones that we just went over are very close to what is the downtown of Samana. Really awesome city where you could definitely immerse yourself in what is the culture. And Grand Bahia Principe El Portillo is located about 15 minutes or so from Las Terrenas. It's a beautiful, fun coastal town, lots to do in the evening as well. Grand Bahia Principe El Portillo, wonderful for families. Families are definitely welcomed at the other 3 that I mentioned, except for Samana. That one's adult only, but it's not like what this would be, where it's a family friend specific. This one will have a water park, splash park, our Bahia Scouts water park. It'll also have a lot more lively pool area and a different kind of ambiance here than what would be on the other end. There on the other end, there's not a splash water park, for example, a Bahia Scouts water park. But at any beach that we have where our hotels are, however many guests there are, there will be that many chairs available on the beach. So there's no need to get up to have to hold one or make sure that you get one locked up. Here's a view of the pool, as well as one of our our a la carte restaurants, and our Bahia Scouts water park. As an agent, if you don't register your bookings, I don't have a way of thanking you. So if you would be able to log into bahiaprincipe.com/B2B, like business number 2 business, and register. It probably takes a good 5 minutes, and I'll be able to send you guys some points, and you can use those towards stays, towards your own amenities while you're there. Use them towards Bahia spa credits, and our brand center, which is where all of our logos and all of our shells for you to be able to promote groups or maybe have something that's logoed with us. You have access to all of that from within our brand center, which is a part of our Bahia Principe rewards, and all of that's all tied together. Once you register and get those in there, we can definitely start getting you thanks. We do annual rankings for all those that are registered, if you finish first this year for any bookings that traveled prior to the 31st of December, you could get a 7-night stay or an iPhone. Second place gets an iPhone. Third place will get an iPad Pro. You can receive double during specific periods when there's promotions or maybe a happiness sale. I've seen promotions of up to ×3 and ×4. It's not always at ×2 or 1. It varies. It really depends. And again, with those and the prizes that are made. With us, we hope that your ultimate experience is that you experience happiness. And I really appreciate you guys having us aboard. And for anything at all, please feel free to reach out. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Carlos. We do have a few questions from the listeners. First, from Sonia Kotzen, do you have room service?
We do in the luxury Bahia Principe, yes.
And Dennis Miller would like to know, how are food allergies or gluten-free requirements handled?
That is handled on case by case, and it is something where if someone does have that, they need to reach out to us, so that reach out to the hotel, let them know what the specific dietary needs are so that they can get together and make whatever needs to happen.
Thank you. Is there a charge for Wi-Fi?
Not for any luxury Bahia Principe guest, and not if you are a Grand Bahia Principe guest using it in the lobby. If you are using it in the room or anywhere else outside of the lobby, there is, and the prices do vary. So I can't really give a number on that.
Thank you. Are the transfers included from the airport in Punta Cana to the properties in Samana? And also, how is transportation provided for the Cayo Levantado property?
Okay, those go side by side. Depending on how you've booked your reservation is whether or not it will have transport included. When certain tour operators include them, and I would say go in that direction. If they have gotten, when they've gotten to where we're at, our local area in Samana for Cayo Levantado, we have a catamaran that goes every 45 minutes back and forth. So when they check in, we'll have that catamaran waiting for them to take them to the island.
Lisa Dion would like to know, how is the wheelchair and mobility challenge accessibility?
I'd say it's good. We have accessible category accommodations at every one of our resorts. Not all of them have elevators, but all of our handicap rooms are on the first floor and located to either the pool, close to the pool or close to the lobby, depending on each taste or what they're looking for.
Thanks. Christine Young is asking, are reservations required for restaurants other than the buffet at all of your resorts?
Yes, there are always if it's an a la carte restaurant, absolutely. But it's not at a cost. It's really just a matter of making the reservation.
Great. And Tammy Tepo is asking, how far is it from the Punta Cana airport?
Samana from the Punta Cana airport would add another, it'd probably be around the same. I think that the shot from Santo Domingo might be a little more straight.
Thank you. The next one is from Janine Bennett, and she's asking, what is the minimum stay at the different hotels?
3 nights.
And are there any plans for the Samana airport flights directly from the USA?
Always plans, always, and lots of hopes. But currently, the services that I've seen that I've been able to see recently have been really come in late and leave early. So it really wouldn't behoove them to come in to Samana, even though it was a lot closer, just because they're going to be missing a lot. You know, they're going to lose a lot of their day, maybe even 2.
Thank you. Carolyn Sees is asking, can you repeat the site to register for bookings? And anybody
Absolutely.
else who missed it, get your paper and pen out.
Yes, it's 2 easy ways. You can either go to bahia-principe.com and then click on travel agent, or you could go to bahia-principe.com/Bravo to Bravo. So B2B, Bravo to the number B. Bravo.
And this one's from Sonia Kotsin. Do you have any single parent and child rates?
That if they're over, not that specifically, but that would probably count as two people in a room. So it wouldn't necessarily be single. It would be looked at as a double. So no, not for that specifically. And typically singles are going to be charged double usually. It varies, and that's something that changes with season. I've seen it kind of varies, so I can't really give you a solid answer on that.
Great. And Dennis is asking, can we book direct, and what is the travel agent commission that you pay?
You can book direct, and depending on certain circumstances, it can vary the commission, but I would say that 10 is a good standard that it would be, but there's ways to earn more depending on different situations and what can be shown.
Thank you. The next question, do you have any areas for the party crowds?
That would be our Bahia Principe village, absolutely. That's at 11 o'clock at every one of our large complexes. We have a place where you can get back together, everybody, and it's this here. This is the view of what it looks like. This is just one spot. So imagine this is the middle of a big square, and there's a big square that goes around it. What goes around it here is the disco, is the excuse me, the sports bar, the karaoke bar, and any other night life kind of thing would be here.
I've been to the Mexico property, and that's a very lively area.
Yeah, especially after 11, that thing gets to pump until about 3.
Yes. Are there any rooms for a family of 5, 2 adults, 3 children?
Yes, in Fantasia, we have it. In Kayakoa as well, where there's 2 rooms that can be put together. I'm sorry, not Kayakoa. I'm at Grand Bahia Principe and Portillo.
Thank you. Rosa is asking, for a destination wedding, which hotel do you suggest?
If it's, I mean, Luxury Bahia Principe, Cayo Levantado is gorgeous. It's an island in the middle of the water. I don't know that it gets more romantic or beautiful than that. If it's multi-generational, I would say that would still work too, because they'd be able to have the family and friends, people staying at Grand Bahia Principe, Kayakoa, the 18 and overs at Luxury Bahia Principe, Samana, and then the whole family. I mean, the honeymooners, soon to be, and the wed and bride of groom could be right there in the Luxury Bahia Principe, Cayo Levantado.
Great. Do guests need to wear armbands?
Yes, that is how we will know if they have interchangeability. One thing that I did forget to mention was, when I was going over the 3 brands, is that Grand Bahia Principe has access to all of the Grand Bahia Principes in whatever resort complex they're at. Luxury Bahia Principes have access to the Grands, but Grands do not have access to the luxuries. And where Fantasia is, it's exclusive. They have exclusivity to themselves, but have access to everything.
Great.
Grand has access to themselves, luxury to everyone.
Thank you. And Carlos, can you share your contact info or a BDM contact info?
Yes, absolutely. My email is sales. I'm going to say it completely, and then I'll break it down. sales4@bahiaprincipe.com. So that's sales, plural, SALES, number 4, @bahiaprincipe.com. And my phone number is 305-606-8586.
Thank you. And we have just a couple more questions. Can you have a customized wellness plan for part of the time at the resort?
Yes, that's something you'd work out with the ambassador.
Okay.
At least in Luxury Bahia Principe, Samana. Absolutely.
Thank you. And what is the noise level like?
Before 9, I mean, in the lobbies and everything quiets down in the where the hotel rooms are around 10:30, 11, I'd say. But it's not crazy loud. We definitely have a quiet the fingers to the mouth kind of emojis in the hallways. But I wouldn't say that it's kind of a hard question to answer, even though it's such an easy question.
Yeah, and like when I was there, the hacienda is not directly connected to where the rooms are, at least in the property I was at. It's like a little trolley ride away.
Good point. Yes, ma'am. This, if that's what they were, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Bahia Principe village is disconnected from what any hotels would be on purpose, for that purpose.
Yeah. What are your provisions for spring breakers?
We don't take spring breakers. We do take groups of people.
And this is the last question we have submitted. Does the chef handle guests with specialty eating? You kind of touched upon this already, but such as food allergies and special diets.
Yes, they do. And yes, they do both dietary and in the buffet, there's a live cook the whole time. So you can get something a la minute right there.
Great. We just got one more question, so I'm going to add one more. Are there any fans coming?
I would say reach out to your favorite tour operator. They are the ones that conduct the FAMs. We just help them with the space. We don't actually have FAMs that we conduct ourselves.
Great. I want to tie in that our June issue is going to have an on-site review on the Bahia Principe Samana property. One of our writers stayed there, and there'll be a personal account of how that stay was. So if anybody wants to learn a little bit more, definitely check that out.
Oh, yeah.
And
Stuff.
Thank you, Carlos, for this great presentation. And the winner of the 3-night stay is Linda McMahon. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Linda McMahon.
All right, Linda.
So congratulations, and we'll be in touch with you regarding your stay.
Congratulations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for attending. And thanks again, Carlos, for everything. It was a great presentation.
It was my pleasure. Thank you guys for having us. It was a privilege and an honor.